We are less than 2 weeks into the Seth Rollins World Heavyweight Championship reign, but tonight Damien Priest will have a chance to burn it down. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, here to preview tonight's show. It is Raw, coming from the XL Centre in Hartford. Everything is XL in America, or maybe that's harsh. It's like XL, LLL. There's a lot of extra large stuff in America, from the people to the food to the money. I guess it's the most profitable country. Everything's just big in America, isn't it? You go home, go big or go home. But anyway, when was the last time Raw went big? When was the last time WWE went big? When was the last time they gave us an extra large show? All we get is extra crap every single week. I'm hoping that tonight's a good show though, but we have a world title match. I can't remember the life of me the last time we had a world title match on Raw. It must be approaching 2 years. It has to be approaching 2 years. It was probably Big E versus Bobby Lashley, I want to say. I think that might, in a steel cage. I believe that was the last time we had a world title match on Raw. And it's just been too... Even on SmackDown, we rarely get world title matches. And look, I get it. Look, I'm not expecting a world title match every week. That would devalue the belt. But I think the world title should probably be defended on Raw and SmackDown. Each brand, I'd say each title should probably be defended over the course of a year. I would say about half a dozen times. I would say about 6 times if the right occasion calls for it. But I mean, we don't get that anymore. We don't get shit. We just get garbage. And actually, I think I might be wrong. The last time I think the world title was defended on Raw was The Miz, and he was taking on Bobby Lashley, and he kept coming up with excuses, and the match kept getting postponed by an hour. And that was actually good. I liked that edition of Raw. That's probably my favourite Raw in the last few years. Anyway, let's talk about tonight's Raw. No point living in the past. We have to talk about tonight. And tonight's Raw will be headlined by the World Heavyweight Champion, obviously Seth Rollins. And he is making his first defence of the title against Damien Priest. And I mean, I don't want to bury this. I want to give WWE credit. I want to say, wow, it's exciting to get a world title match. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're getting a world title match that is so predictable. We've seen Seth Rollins beat Damien Priest in a tag team match last week. Even from a logical standpoint, it doesn't even make any sense why Damien Priest would be getting this shot, because he got pinned, he lost. Now, if you had Damien Priest win last week, then yeah, you can see why he would get a shot. You'd be like, oh, Damien Priest pinned the champion. Damien Priest is getting a title shot, but no, we're giving a title shot to the guy that got pinned. I mean, what sense does that make, guy? Where's his logic in that? And I understand, look, he just won the belt. They didn't want to make Seth Rollins look weak. They didn't want to pin him. They didn't want to beat him his first week as the champ. And I totally get that. But at the same time, this doesn't make any sense either. They could have had, I don't know, they could have had Damien Priest. Look at Rhea Ripley. She gets involved all the time. She thinks she's a man. She could have manhandled Seth Rollins. Hell, why doesn't she compete? Why don't we just have a unified title match? The women's champ, or the woman that looks like a man's champ, versus the world heavyweight champ, Rollins versus Rhea Ripley. Make it happen. I would say Rhea Ripley's got more chance of beating Seth Rollins than Damien Priest, and that tells you all you need to know about Damien Priest and his title opportunity tonight. Look, this will be a win for Seth Rollins, no doubt about it. Anyway, let's move on. We have Mitb, and apparently Miz has been competing for the belt at live events. I mean, Jesus. Can you make this belt any worse? I mean, what the hell are they doing? A lot of people think this belt is secondary to the belt that Roman Reigns has, and now when you find out that the Miz has been competing for it, and I know live events don't matter, guys. I know they're not like canon, they don't really have anything to do, but come on, the Miz, I mean, is there nobody better? That just shows you how bad the Raw roster is, that they've been putting up the Miz against Seth Rollins at live events. I mean, come on, the Miz of all people. Anyway, we're getting Mitb tonight with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going to discuss Brock Lesnar. I would have to assume that they're going to potentially do a third match. I mean, it's 1-1. It would make sense to have a third match. It would be kind of lame if they didn't. I mean, SummerSlam will not be that far away. I would have to predict that they're going to save the third match for SummerSlam. We did get Brock Lesnar there. Back-to-back premium live events unlike Brock Lesnar, to do that. So he's probably going to take, you know, a bit of time off. But it's going to be hard to maintain this feud, maintain this rivalry, if Brock is just going to disappear. You know, you've had the matches back to back. You've had Brock Lesnar turning up quite frequently. So if Brock really is going to take like a decent amount of time off to SummerSlam, I feel like the feud and rivalry just slows down. You know, the heat kind of dies, and then before you know it, we forget, oh, it's a Raw match. It's just, I don't know, man. I would personally, I don't think you should miss it. I don't think you can have back-to-back matches, then have the third match like 2-3 pay-per-views down the line. For me, it should be at the next pay-per-view. They could have done it at Money in the Bank, and I get it. Money in the Bank's not glamorous. It's not SummerSlam, but here, I just don't like the idea of waiting until at the end of August to finish this. But whatever, Brock probably wants some time off. Miz TV, I mean, I cannot stand watching Miz TV. I try not to watch it, to be honest. Anytime it comes on, it's a fast forward, or the phone comes out, or something happens, you know. But The Miz, I cannot believe how much I've went off The Miz over the past like year, 18 months. And this is coming from a guy that liked The Miz. I've always defended The Miz. I know a lot of people don't like him, or he's a crap wrestler, or this or that. Like, I've always enjoyed The Miz, but I don't know what happened. But sometime over the past like year, 2 years, I've just had enough of the guy. To me, he needs to take time off. I mean, please, go to Hollywood. Take 5 years away from it. Why can't the Miz stay at home, be a stay-at-home dad, and we get his hot wife fucking Maurice on Raw? How about that? I want Maurice TV, where she's sitting there naked. How can we get that? That would be a good TV segment. That'd be good. But not the Miz hitting the so-called hard-hitting questions. So yeah, I mean, Miz TV tonight, I'm hardly looking excited for that. We have a couple of women's Money in the Bank qualifiers with Becky Lynch versus Sonya Deville, and Zoe Stark versus Natalya. Now, you look at these two matches and it looks predictable as hell. We're going to assume that Becky beats Sonya and Zoe Stark beats Natalya. However, due to the fact that they're feuding, who knows, maybe they'll do Becky versus Zoe Stark at Money in the Bank. I think either Becky and Zoe Stark both win, or they both lose. That's my prediction. I see them either both winning or both losing. But do I really see Sonya Deville and Natalya both getting added to the Money in the Bank match? No. Although, you look at the Money in the Bank this year, and the participants are awful. I mean, it must be the worst. I was going to call it the worst star-studded Money, but there's no stars in it, so it's like, I don't know what it is. What's like a lesser version of a star? Like glitter or something? I don't know. It's like the least glitter-studded fucking Money in the Bank ever, so... Yeah, I'm going to go for Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark to win, but I could see them maybe swerve us and have Natalya, Fartface, and fucking Sonya Deville winning. I mean, what a disaster that would be. And that is pretty much it, guys, for your Raw preview. So, yeah, 3 matches announced. I am going with Seth Rollins to defeat Damian Priest, no shit. Zoe Stark to defeat Natalya, and Becky Lynch to defeat Sonya Deville. That's my predictions, guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And as always, we'll be back tomorrow to review Monday Night Raw. Will we have a new champion? Will Damian Priest get to the top of the ladder in WWE? Will the Judgment Day leave with both the Women's Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship? Or will Seth Rollins continue to keep this winning streak going and defeat Damian? We'll find out tonight, guys. Main event time. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and peace.